To any able-bodied man in my hold, a group of bandits residing a mere stone's throw away from my city have been harassing citizens and travelers. This troublesome gang of brigands must be stopped by any means necessary. The bandit captain shall be brought in alive to answer for his crimes in a public execution. Feel free to eliminate any ruffians that get in the way. Rest assured, you shall be generously compensated for your service. Sign, Jarl Frosty Bottom Tundra Penis.
Simple. Genji is with you. Hajime! Like cutting through silk. Yosh! Behind you! 戦いは終わらん。その程度か。Come on。友人の剣をくれ！
Heyo, how's it going everybody? My name is Efrain, and I play Skyrim on the Xbox with mods, and then I tell you all about those mods. Thanks for tuning in. Now this video is going to be different from my other Skyrim mod videos, because I'm not going to be displaying and reviewing just one mod. Instead, I'm going to be showcasing several mods that constitute a character build. And you already know which beloved video game character I've chosen to put into Skyrim based on the thumbnail, the video intro. You get the idea. Overwatch's sexy cyborg ninja, Genji. So let's get into it. This is how you play as Genji in So let's get into it. This is how you play as Genji in Skyrim.
Yosh!
I'm a ninja, I'm a hoodie ninja. I'm a ninja, I'm a hoodie ninja.
Alright, so the first thing I'll obviously be talking about is the armor, because it's as out of place as a nun in a whorehouse. We have the mod maker CLSRN0703 to thank for the awesome Genji armor mod. It's an excellent job of copying the model and texture from Overwatch and controlling that bad boy right into Skyrim. Now it's a very well done skin adaptation with no graphical issues to speak of, so no clipping, no texture glitches, or character model conflicts. All around, solid skin mod. So there are 3 armor variations included within this mod, and interestingly enough, there is no default Genji skin. But when you have sweet black carbon fiber armor that gives you rock hard erections, it's no big deal and can easily be forgiven. They can all be made and afford with no investment in the smithing skill perks, and require a few fairly common to find items. The first is the Nihon skin, which was introduced during the 2016 Olympic Summer Games and can be crafted via the steel items at the forge. It's a simple and clean red and white skin, displaying the colors of the Japanese flag. It's just a tad inaccurate to the original, but nothing to really get your panties in a twist about. It's the least expensive of the armor sets, costing only 7 steel ingots and 4 corundum ingots, and can be made as quickly as level 1 if you're resourceful with gathering these materials. Next up is the chrome armor, and is found under the elven category. This one's slightly more expensive, needing 8 steel ingots and 2 silver ingots to craft, but has the same armor rating as the Nihon armor set. Nothing more can be said about that armor set, so let's just move on to everybody's favorite, the carbon fiber armor, costing a mere 5 ebony ingots that can easily be obtained from shops as early as level 5. This should come as no surprise to anyone, but it has the highest armor rating of all the armor sets. They all classify as light armors and can be upgraded at a workbench as well as enchanted with armor enchants. Since we're already at the forge, let's move on to talk about weaponry.
I'm a hoodie ninja.
Surprisingly, there are no throwing star mods available for the Xbox One or PS4, and the Genji armor mod does not include his signature sword nor his shurikens. Fret not, because I have a solution! To simulate Genji's ninja stars, I downloaded the mod Throwing Weapons Light, which was originally made by JZBAI, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, and ported over by another Bethesda user. The mod adds throwing knives, hatchets, javelins, and grenades. The weapons can easily be made at a forge using easy to find and cheap materials. Grenades are crafted by activating a new power called Craft Grenades, but you will need to find formulas and recipes for grenades from enemies, dungeon chests, and alchemy shops. For this build, we're mainly going to be focused on throwing knives, but the items in this mod are all very fun to use and have unique properties. I don't have time to fully go in depth with all the weapons, so if this interests you, feel free to check it out. Throwing knives are the easiest to craft, requiring only 1 iron ingot to make a set of 24. All throwable weapons cause enemies to stagger and cost stamina to throw. The weapon does double damage if the user's stamina is completely full and you are completely free of any magical effects or diseases that decrease your overall stamina. Knives also have the added benefit of dealing 3 times more damage if you do a sneak attack. So all the weapons have a base damage and gain additional damage depending on your one-handed or archery skills. Moving on to the sword, there are plenty of samurai sword mods that you can download to imitate Genji's sword, or you just don't care. Feel free to use any weapon of your choosing. For the sake of this video and to keep up the theme of this character, I quickly obtained a normal blade sword found at the Nightgate Inn directly west of Windhelm. There's an old man there who was kind enough to let me borrow his sword.
We got hoodies and some goodies. We got tools and also talent.
Now that we look like our favorite Overwatch waifu, it's time to act like him. So next we're going to cover the movement aspect of this character. Genji is Overwatch's most agile hero, utilizing wall climbs and a fucking sick double jump that vanilla Skyrim really hasn't the slightest chance of replicating. That problem is easily remedied by the very fun mod simply titled Big Jump 5X by, hopefully I pronounce this right, Spocrates or Spocrates. This mod is pretty self-explanatory. And this is part of a Better Improvements to Gameplay mod series, and highly recommend you check that out. I did discover something pretty cool you can do with this mod. After you jump in the air, there are a couple of frames where your character stands as if they were standing on the ground right before falling. If you have the silent roll perk from the sneak skill tree, you can start off by going into sneak mode, jumping, and at the apex height of your jump, mash the sprint button while moving the thumbstick forward to initiate a sneak roll, and then front flip for style, baby. Whoa! This really isn't impactful in gameplay. It is just something you can do to impress hot babes and make a sweet parkour montage.
I need healing.
To simulate Genji's Swift Strike, you can use the Whirlwind Sprint shout, as it's about the only kind of dash in Skyrim. I know it's not pretty, but I tried.
I'm a ninja. I'm a hoodie ninja. You're all star ninja stars. Now you're ninja.
Alright, let's finish this video off by talking about the stats and skills for this character build. This is the most subjective part of this video, so if you want to experiment or don't like the way that I'm building this character, feel free to do your own thing. This is a very simple and standard sneak build, focusing in one-handed because you want to be a master swordsman, obviously sneak because ninja. archery to increase damage with your thrown weapons, and light armor to bulk you up, allowing you to take some hits if you need to. The rest of the skills you want to focus in, I'll leave completely up to you. If you want to stay true to Overwatch like I do in this video, I do about 200 points of health because Genji is by nature a very squishy character, and build up a huge pool of stamina since you'll be moving and grooving everywhere while chucking knives at everything. And that brings us to the end of this video. Now this was a really fun video to make. Part of the reason is because I myself get really immersed and connected to the character that I build in whatever kind of role-playing game. This one was a little bit different because I usually don't download these skin mods that kind of just replace and kind of break the world that the game has created. But I honestly did have a lot of fun, roaming Skyrim pretending to be Genji. If you want to try this out, I've linked all the Bethesda web pages for every mod in this video down below in the description. Lastly, I want to thank my friend Lewis for helping me out with the intro to this video. I think he did a great job. He has also got a YouTube channel where he's going to be posting music-related videos there shortly. And I'd also like to thank all of you for watching. And I guess that's it. My name is Efrain. Adios.